Start streaming. Hey everyone. Hey, can you see me? Can you hear me? Hey, it's Aaron here. I'm doing a live stream for the first time. Probably not that many of you will see this live, but I thought I would keep it up. I wanted to share with you guys just some things that I've got coming up. I just posted like a video a day for like a week and a half. I needed to get through this backlog of all these pedals I had to review. And today was the first day I didn't have a video in a while, but I do have some stuff coming up, which I'm excited about, which I wanted to give you a little clue on, and also tell you about some exciting stuff coming up on the horizon for you. So check it out. First thing is I've got at least three new pedal demos coming up. This Colossus Fuzz from Mojo Hand Effects. Really cool company. I reviewed their 1979 Fuzz and it was great. And this one was even better, I think. Like Big Muff style thing with some extra like mids control to it, which was great. The next one is this. If you know, then you know. This is the JHS Color Box. Scored this on a trade with a guy locally in town. I've wanted to review and check this thing out for ages. And I'm actually going to also do, if I can get this off my board here, ruining everything. I'm also going to do a comparison video. So I'm going to do a full review of this. I just shot that today. And I've got, I've got it going into my amp. And then I have it, I use the XLR out, just straight into Pro Tools to hear what that sounded like. And then I also use the XLR input and I tested out a microphone. And I also compare it to the real thing, which is sitting behind me over here. You can't really see. Maybe you can see this one a little bit better. That's a Neve clone. It's a Vintech. It's basically just as good as a 1073, a real 1073 preamp. This is their version of a Neve 1073 in a pedal type of format. So I thought, well, they invited the comparison, so I'm going to compare these two. So keep your eye out for that coming soon. But I'm going to compare these two. This is what I'm really excited about. I was surprised to find that this demo does not yet exist. The closest thing is the Schnobeltone guy did a comparison between the JHS Crayon, which is kind of like a smaller kind of version of this, but not really the same thing, and a broadcast. But this is kind of like, to me, this is the ultimate broadcast pedal because it's the 24-volt version. And this color box runs on 18 volts. And so they're both kind of in the same like genre. It's that high internal headroom, high voltage, preampy kind of thing. And I have sort of, my own ideas about what might happen in the comparison, but I would love to be surprised, in this thing. So really excited that I'm planning on shooting that in the next few days, where I'll go back and forth between the two, see how similar they are or how not similar they are. So keep your eye out for that as well. And then also, Adventure Audio sent out this like power couple. This is a little boost. It's like a little boost and then like a little next level boost. So it's like a two-stage boost. You hold it down once to turn it on and off. And then you hold it down longer to activate this more knob, which is basically just another stage of boost. I really liked this thing. Really simple pedal, giant dial here, which is fun. And it's purple and it's sparkly. So, I mean, who doesn't love that? Come on. So thanks, Adventure Audio, for sending this out. What else? Do I have anything else coming up? Yes, I do. Check this out, everybody. Okay, I'm going to go over here. I'm going to grab this thing. Guys ever heard of a bass guitar? This is a Fender Precision Bass. I have wanted a bass guitar for ages because as a producer, it's actually surprising how often I end up playing bass. I'm not really a bass player per se. You know, in that I guess I haven't owned a bass guitar until now. But the Fender P-Bass, that's just like, that's the one you want. In all the years I've recorded, it's my favorite recorded bass sound because it's simple. Volume, tone, this little split pickup, which is under this cool looking chrome pickup guard here. And you basically plug it in to like a Neve and you go through maybe an 1176 and that's your bass sound. Like, you don't have to do anything to it. The less I have to do to a bass sound on a record, the less the better for me. I'm like happy to do not very much. And that's, yeah, that's what you get with Fender Precision Bass. This one is a 1993 made in Japan. Not crafted in Japan, but made in Japan. Apparently, those are two different things. But I got this off of Mike and Mike's Guitar Bar, locally here in Seattle. And it's really nice. We actually recently, our bass player in our band quit, and everything's great there. No drama. It was like no drama at all. He's such a sweetheart the way he did it. And we're gonna, instead of getting another bass player, Christina and I are gonna switch off playing bass. Christina is the other guitar player in my band. Our band is called Fell From a Star, if you didn't know. So really excited to like not only play bass on like records and stuff as like a fill-in thing, but a little bit more on purpose in playing it live and trying to translate some of the bass parts that are on our record to a live sort of context. Really excited about that. My buddy Wayne down in LA, I hit him up like probably more times than he liked, asking what should I get? You know, I want a P-Bass, and he recommended mid-90s, made in Japan. So I was like, done, let's do it. And I got this. I'm gonna do a basics video also with this, because I think the sound of the P-Bass is like a very specific sound, and then maybe I'll do a J-Bass too. The J-Bass is a Fender Jazz Bass. So now I have a bass too, you guys. So that's exciting because there's certain pedals, such as the color box, that a lot of people use on bass. And I've got a buddy who plays bass who has a bunch of pedals who I'm trying to convince to come in here. So we'll see if we can get him. But I love talking about not only guitar stuff, but sort of all aspects of, you know, recording and live music, because that's like my world, you know, is like not only guitar, but is like producing and playing live and playing keys and playing bass and playing drums or whatever. I love it all. I love the whole process. So you'll see maybe more of that going forward on this channel. I think the guitar stuff is like the stuff that gets the views, you know, but I'm interested in like all the stuff. So if you're not interested in a specific video, you know, that I post, don't feel bad if you don't have, you know, if you don't want to watch it all the way through. Just leave it playing in the background. No, just kidding. So, two things that I have coming up, and then I'm going to end this live broadcast. It's sort of occurring to me as I'm doing this that I can't go back and edit. I have to just say all the stuff, and it has to come out in a smooth way. So, two things, and then I'm going to hit stop on this thing. Number one, I am going to be going into the studio in November with my good buddy David Lunsford and hopefully our friend Graham, who plays drums in my band, to start production on Dave's new record. And I want to video a lot of that process. Many of you have asked about kind of the recording process and how I, you know, do what I do, and I mic up a drum kit, and how do I, you know, what are my settings on stuff or whatever. And particularly drums is like, that's probably the apex of like what you can learn as an engineer when you're working on a record. Maybe an orchestra is like, you know, over and above that. But a drum kit, you know, typically I have like 12, 13 microphones on a drum kit, a bunch of close mics and some room mics and overheads and other things. And I wanted to, hopefully I'll be able to record and kind of teach you the process of like how I do what I do in the studio. And then we can talk about just sort of like whatever comes up. That's my plan anyway. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that ends up happening. It's always a little bit crazy in the studio and you never really know if you're going to have time to do something like that. But I'm going to try my darndest to make something like that happen. So look for that coming soon. The other thing is I'm going to be doing my first giveaway. Okay, you guys? I have a lot of pedals. And I'm still deciding which one to give away, but looking at a few options. But definitely keep your eyes here also for that. Something like this could be yours for the low monthly fee. No, there's no monthly fee. I think I'm just gonna do a you give me your email address thing. I'm gonna start an email list where I let you guys know when I have a new video out. So I think I'm going to do like subscribe to my email list and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you do those two things, you're going to be eligible to win. Maybe this, maybe not this, maybe something else, one of my other pedals. But look for that coming up soon. Tell your friends about this channel, like and subscribe, all that nice stuff that makes me feel warm and cozy and not so alone at night. Hey, I'm going to awkwardly end this now. Thanks for watching, if you did watch. I don't have any watchers live. This has been going for 12 minutes. 0 live watchers. But maybe later. You can comment down below if you came back and watched this later. Thanks for watching, if you did watch. We'll see you guys next time. How do I end this?